Previously on Tamar and Vince. So what the do you want me to do, Mr. Manager? Doors are opening in 30 minutes. What you want me to do? Oh, let me manage myself. Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. I'm in D.C. about to perform at a sold-out show, and this is huge for me because this is my hometown. I've been working nonstop since I got to D.C., and I haven't had a minute to myself. I just finished a rough sound check, and now there's a news crew waiting for me upstairs. The doors to the theater is about to open in like 30 minutes, and I still have to get ready and rest my voice. And how about this? Vince ain't nowhere to be found, and I'm frustrated as hell because nothing is organized. What do you want me to do? No, you be exposed, because everybody always think it's me. So what do you want? Okay, so what do you want me to do? Now's the time for you to step up and be Captain Save-A-Hole. You know?
Let me get ready for you. 1 second. Be exposed?
I'm sick of this shit. I'm so sick of this shit. I cannot do this shit anymore. Where's the stage? I just want to go to the stage and be done with this.
She sounded phenomenal tonight. She did. Because I get blamed because Tamar thinks she's not going to do great.
Is that what that was?
I don't know.
Is that what that was?
Tamar gets mad at me because she thinks she's not going to do great. Everything that's going on wrong because she's just nervous. But once she gets into it, it's going to be great.
Just tried it. This ain't got nothing to do with no insecurity. About nothing. I'm an artist. Every artist get nervous before a show, you know. It was just a lot of things that happen before a show. He is my husband. We sharing a room. We sharing the toilet. It's too much. But your ass should have been there for a sound check, so you could have taken my notes. But I go through that with you later on. I'm gonna dock you. I'm gonna find your ass.
But I was working up. People sounded good tonight because of me.
You was controlling the sound?
Oh my God, every night. That was me out there.
He's really good at the sound, like.
Really?
Yeah, he's really good. That's why I was so irritated at sound check, because I was like, where's Vince?
Tamar was definitely upset because she wanted her voice to be great. And she was nervous because she always wants to put on a great show. And I'm just used to that at this point. I get beat up for that. It's all my fault. But you know, at the end of the day, you're trying to do the best for your client.
So what made you go outside, Vince?
I mean, because I took a walk.
Why?
Because you were frustrated. And I said, let me just take a walk outside.
This album really means a lot to me, and I want the world to love it as much as I do. I want to make sure that, you know, this album takes my career to the next level, and when Vince drops the ball and doesn't tell me about news interviews and things like that, and not being at my damn sound check, puts a strain on our working relationship and therefore our personal relationship. And I just really think it's in our best interest to make a change now.
You talking about my health? And
I'm not talking about your health.
Weight loss?
I'm just saying you want,
She just can't help it.
No, you can't.
Any other woman would be like, I encourage you.
Any other woman would like a skinny man.
I'm proud of you.
Vince, just say you want to be Jet Beauty of the Week, okay? Stop.
You are such a hater.
I'm not, just say it's a relationship. A relationship is always going to have issues.
Always.
When two people in close quarters, whether you're male, female, whatever, you're gonna get tired of each other. And I think the best thing to do is find a spot where, you know what I'm saying, you could separate for a little while and miss each other, because, you know what I'm saying, if you can separate on good terms, then it's like you guys are giving each other a breather, because love isn't love unless it's tested. It can't be love.
Come on, somebody.
You're preaching. That's the truth. That's the truth.
Love isn't really love unless it's tested. That means unless you got issues and you got to get over something. Is that when you find out you love somebody? I mean, I guess there's a little validity to that. I am so glad that Scott said what he said, because it is very important to keep your own identity. And once you start feeling like you are turning into somebody that you are not just to appease the other person, it's time to have a conversation. For half of my life, I've been in a relationship. And that is the truth. Like, you can, most of the time, one person definitely loses their identity. Absolutely. That's why it's so important to keep it. Because I feel like if I lose myself, I'm going to lose my man. I'm going to lose my relationship because I don't know who I am anymore. You know what I'm saying? You have to know who you are.
And I feel like in a relationship, that is your issue. That is clearly understandable if that's how you feel. But don't show me that one page on day one. Then when we get to 5 years later, you show me another page. Because I feel, can I finish, please? I didn't say nothing about you. Because what happens is, it makes me feel like, who have you been for this 5 years?
Wow.
I definitely think people can lose their identity, but in relationships, it's a give and take. It's a choice that you make. You can lose your, your point of perspective in a family with 5 kids and you being one of them, It depends on how you work through that.
You get lost in another person's personality and everything what they doing.
But I don't want to ever be in a relationship with anybody and you in a relationship with somebody for 5 years, the next thing you know, the sixth year, the first day, I'm like, I don't know you no more. Right. A person, a lot of times, people are really who they are, and then as the relationship evolves, you get to see who their true colors were.
Wow.
Somebody told me that, you know what? That person has been that person, you just didn't see it yet. Now the circumstances have turned the way they are, you're seeing who they actually really are.
I just think that sometimes you don't grow at the same time. With change comes challenges. And especially, with the person who don't recognize who I am. Even if you've been doing things maybe 5, 6, 7 years, if it's not working for you that way anymore, I feel like you should be vocal about it not working that way for you anymore. Not that I don't want to be with you, but here is the thing, honey.
What's that?
Not that you don't work for me. This particular thing doesn't work for me. And anyone in our position would feel the same way too. Now, do y'all work with y'all spouses?
Yeah.
You do?
Absolutely.
How does that work?
It could be awkward. It could be awkward.
I didn't know that you worked with your wife. I never knew that.
Well, in one particular business we got.
But not in everything.
Not in everything.
Well, why is that?
It's just too much. It gets to be, it's too much conflict. And sometimes I feel myself, I gotta kind of give in. I got a problem with giving in sometimes. I'll do it just to avoid conflict on that level.
Well, we work together on everything.
It makes sense though. Yeah, it's hard. It's very hard.
My problem is I know nobody's gonna work hard for Tamar like I am.
Right.
And you guys know that from day one.
How do you know that somebody else is not gonna work their ass off not just because they like to check, because they like to grind too? And you're getting both.
Every show you've been to that I haven't been there with has been a problem. The sound is messed up. There's something wrong. People are not in a place they're supposed to be.
You have regular show issues. Like, listen, come on. I just feel like it's too much right now. I just feel like it's too close. We need to kind of take a step back and just kind of like hit the reset button and figure things out. Because it's just too much, for me.
You are entitled to do whatever you want to do. You're a grown woman.
Well, at the end of the day, whatever you guys have been doing, it's been working,
It's just really hard trying to figure out where we are business-wise, you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make it work.
True.
That's it.
So there's a conversation. It's a conversation about what?
I think we should bring in another manager.
You want to bring somebody else in? Cool. Bring them in. I don't care. Do whatever you do. Not true, dog. Okay.
Is that what you're saying? You don't really want to bring nobody else in?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, you do.
You want to bring another person in?
We have to.
For some reason, you feel like there's something on the other side.
On the other side, it's happiness for me and you. When you wake up in the morning and happy to see somebody,
It's gonna be that way
the
no
comfort
matter.
of knowing that you're not gonna argue over no bull, over a dollar, over issues,
Let me know when you're done.
complications. Nice of you. go to the doctor's on a day that I don't have to work.
Sometimes
so I can hear from
it doesn't
myself.
apply to your schedule because it's my doctor's appointment. You got Dr. McLaughlin's number. Y'all talk. She can talk to any of these people anytime she wants.
You killed it.
So what happened? Where's Vince? Things that are out of your control are just out of your control. But things that are in your control, you know, I expect for everybody to do their job because everybody expects for me to cut their check. I just... What happened?
What? The dancers? I have no idea. When you walked to the front, they were supposed to be in their spot. I have no idea.
You want to tell them where their spots are?
No idea, too. You know, they were wherever they were. Dancers didn't make it all the way to the stage because of a little confusion, but you can't control everybody and everything. You know, my job is to make sure Tamar is where she needs to be.
For me as an artist, it's like this is the showtime.